I don't believe it. I see it, but I don't believe it. Here we are, stuck in this paddock between the Philistines and King Saul's army, the Israelites.
Yeah, hey, look at that guy. Oh, look at that helmet. And look at that armor. Look at that great big spear. Oh, look out, Dad, I want to get out of here.
Hang on a minute, you're not going anywhere. We're staying here. We're here to guard this ground, and here is where we stay.
Guard it? There are enough soldiers here to guard the lot. Hey, I wonder if he plays basketball.
Oh, well, if he does, he is the team.
Hey, how come these Israelites are so scared of him, Dad?
Well, because he's so big. You would be scared as well.
Yeah, me scared? No way, I'd fix him, Dad.
Go on, you'd run a mile.
No, I wouldn't. I'd draw a line on the ground and I'd say to him in a big voice, step over that line.
Oh, sure. What then, when he stepped over the line?
Then I'd say to him, seeing as you stepped over the line, now you're on my side.
Oh, yeah, very funny. Uh-oh, here he comes again. I can hear him yelling something.
Yeah, and he's got his own loudspeaker too.
He certainly is a loudspeaker.
I tell you what, I'd fix this guy. I'd use a machine gun.
They haven't invented machine guns yet.
Well, I'd tell him we were going to play tennis, and I'd throw him a hand grenade.
You can't do that. They haven't invented hand grenades yet.
Well, I call in the Air Force and get 2 F-16 Tomcats to shoot him with rockets. That's what I do.
You can't do that. They haven't invented airplanes or rockets.
What? Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, guess what?
What?
We've got a little problem. How are we going to bring down that humongous hunk of hostile humanity?
Who?
The big guy.
Well, I don't know. But if someone doesn't defeat Goliath soon, we're all history.
Now, my son David, take this roasted grain and these 10 loaves of bread for your brothers. Take it to the camp.
Okay, but is it going to be dangerous, Dad?
Yes, and you be careful. Our army, the men of Israel, are on the side of the valley and the Philistines are on the other side. But your brothers will need this food.
Okay.
Oh, and take these 10 cheeses to their commander, and don't forget to bring back news of your brothers.
Okay, Dad.
I am Goliath, a Philistine of Philistines. Which of you scurvy dogs will come out and fight me?
This Philistine shouldn't come out and defy the armies of the living God. Oh, hi, lad.
Listen here, little brother. I'm the eldest in our family, and I'd like to ask you, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I've come to see the action. And bring you some stuff.
How come you left the sheep in the desert then? I thought you were a shepherd.
Yeah, but...
You conceited and wicked person, you just came to see the battle, didn't you?
Oh, come on, what have I done? Can't I even speak?
Hey, David, son of Jesse, come quick. Your words have been reported to King Saul, and he wants to speak to you.
What? King Saul wants to speak to me?
Now you're in for it, big mouth.
Greetings, O King. Don't let anybody be afraid of this giant called Goliath. I'm your servant. I'll go and fight him.
My boy, you're not able to go and fight this great giant. You're only a lad.
King Saul, I've been looking after my father's sheep once, and a lion came. Another time a bear came and took the sheep. When the lion came that time, I went after it and struck it and rescued the sheep from its very mouth. When it went to attack, I seized it by its hair and killed it. So, I've killed both the lion and the bear.
A lion and a bear, huh?
Yes, and this giant Goliath will be like one of them. Because he's defied and made fun of the armies of the living God. The Lord who delivered me from the lion and the bear will deliver me
Philistine of Philistines. Am I a dog that you come out here to fight me? Come here and I'll make mincemeat of you.
You come against me with your weapons, but I come in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. Today the Lord will hand you over to me, and I'll strike you down. Then the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel. They will know that it's not by sword and spear that the Lord saves, because the battle is the Lord's and he'll win.
Hey, that was a good story about David and that giant Goliath, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Oh my goodness. Oh, if I had been there, I would have chased him all the way to his home.
Really, Sebastian, you would have chased a great big giant all the way home. And with the big spear and his sword.
Well, maybe I would have bited him on the foot.
And all his Philistine army standing there.
Oh, you didn't tell me about the Philistine army.
No, not quite so brave now, are you, Sebastian?
Oh, I don't suppose so. Not like that other guy. What's his name?
David. It makes you realise how brave he was, really, doesn't it, when you think about it? A huge giant to kill. Thousands of people standing around with swords and spears waiting and watching.
Oh, I would have gone home, you know, I think so.
Just as well David wasn't a chicken. All he had was a shepherd's sling and 5 little stones, but he did have a lot of faith.
I suppose that made the difference. You lot have a creator to call on and help. And I suppose if he helped David defeat Goliath, he could help any human anywhere, couldn't he?
That's right. God wants us to walk with him by faith. And us humans have to trust God in our life all the time.
Oh, well, I think I'll just have a snooze now. And do you promise to wake me if you see any giants?
Sure, and what will you do then, Sebastian?
I'll find another doghouse or something.
Ha! Grandson, what are you doing?
I'm just using my computer and I'm punching in the information about David and Goliath.
Oh, grandson, you shouldn't punch computer. You might hurt hand or computer.
No, grandfather. When you punch information into the computer, it just means you type it in.
Ah, I see. So, who is able to win fight from statistics you have put in computer?
Well, it's impossible. There is no way that David could possibly win against this big guy called Goliath.
No hope, go home.
Told
Go
you
back
so.
to the sheep.
Told you so.
Oh, so, grandson, you are thumping wrong information into a computer.
I don't understand.
Oh, that's the problem with computer. Also, the information you are putting into a computer coming from wrong direction.
Grandfather, there is only one way to put information into the computer.
Oh, grandson, you see, man and computer do not take into account information from above.
You mean, on top of the computer?
No. Man doesn't think of God always.
Ah.
Now, we will see how battle goes. Put information in. God will help David and see how it reads.
Okay.
God will help David.
Ah.
Kapow!
Gee whiz.
Philistines go home. Take a holiday. No hope for Goliath.
Okay, now I've tied your hands up like this,
I know.
and we are going to do a magic trick.
Oh, great.
Okay, now I have to get you to help me hold the end of this rope, okay?
I can't, my hands are tied.
I know they're tied, but I'm going to get you to hold it in your mouth, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I know it's a bit yuck, but you just hold it there. You got it? That's it. Now, I'm going to click my fingers. I'm just going to go like this, and this rope will fall off your hand, okay? You ready?
Yep.
Now, for this to work, you've got to hold the rope in your mouth, okay? Now, follow my instructions very carefully. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Tiny. For this to work, the rope must be held in your mouth, okay? Now, I'm going to count to 3, click my fingers, and the rope will fall off. Okay, now I don't want you to let the rope go.
Okie dokie.
Tiny, I want you to hold the rope in your mouth and repeat after me, I will not let the rope go.
Okay.
I want you to say after me, I am going to hold the rope.
Okay.
Very good.
What's wrong?
Well, you've made a terrible mess of me,
I'm sorry.
and now you've messed up the rope trick we were going to do.
I'm sorry about that too.
Okay, well, we better get on with the story. Wasn't it great about David going out to fight that big giant?
It certainly was.
You know, David was about, well, he's probably a young teenager, older teenager, and he went out, only man in Israel who was brave enough to go and fight that great big giant. And I think David was a very special person because he walked with God, and he set us a very good example even today.
Is that so?
That's exactly right. Do you know what this is?
No, I don't.
Well, this is like a yoke that people used to have in olden days, and
What on earth for?
well, they would put it over their oxen's heads, and they would put one oxen in one side and one oxen in the other. I'll show you what it did.
Hey, one little oxen.
Yeah, I know. And the other one would come in this way. I won't do it because it'd be very uncomfortable. And it helped the oxen to plough a field. They'd both get in that sort of thing, and they'd both go together and plough up the field to keep the lines nice and straight so that one wouldn't go wandering off in his own direction. And that was a problem in David's day, and it's a problem today. People want to go off and wander off in their own direction. But Jesus says today, for people today who want to follow him, take my yoke on you and walk with me. And if we're walking together with the Lord Jesus Christ, he doesn't want us to go to the left or to the right. He wants us to just follow him. And if we're walking with him, then we can't go astray. And that's just like David.
Did he have a yoke?
Well, he didn't have a yoke. I guess he had an invisible one, but he certainly walked with God, and God gave him the victory that day.
You know, it's amazing. David walked with God and he did the impossible. But my dad said all the time, I am impossible. Can't work that out. Wonder what it means.